right, here we are. Here we are. Sunday morning, April the 19th. This is POTA from yesterday. Gonna do my Sunday morning POTA hunt. Of course, I'm gonna log with hammers. I think I'll start a new logbook for today, April the 19th. Using the POTA template there. Don't have a park, but I have to put my grid in it. All right, we'll go to the POTA spots page and start looking for a few contacts. I heard James already on my ham alerts. James is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. I see that Maurice is out at 2996. He's doing FT8. He normally does sideband, so he's probably not getting a good signal or something out there. I got a ham alert from KA5TXN doing CW. Let's see if we can get these ham alerts first. 14042 for CW. Volume and CW. Alright, that must have missed James. That was at 16:15. That was 45 minutes ago. He's probably gone. Let's see if we can get K5TXN on 140535. 140535. You just emailed who? That's for somebody else. That's not for me. By the way, it's Support Your Parks weekend for POTA. I went out yesterday to 2996 and activated. I actually did two activations. I did the Saturday activation and the time rolled over, so I did the Sunday activation. So I've already got 16 contacts for Sunday. Not hearing KFI-TXN. There. Haven't had anything since 1650. Well, it's 12 and 5, 17. So that's 10 minutes ago. 14:03:5. Oh, 5:3. Haven't heard anything. There's a lot of CW going on here. CW on 15 meters possibly. So let me go back to the spot page here. I heard a dit for Florida. The signal's down in the noise though. I can't hear it at all. Florida's nothing. That's New York. That's Minnesota. It's W2PE. And I heard the dit. 44.9. You spotted on 045, but it's clear on 44.9. I'll see if I can get in on the next go round here. And put my power at 44 CW. That signal sounds like it's fading. I'm not hearing it real good. But then it comes back in, so it's fading in and out. Alright, I'm not hearing that good enough to try to send, so let's go to Georgia. Here's something down in the noise from Georgia. Too low in Georgia. We got 2 on 047, Oklahoma and New York. I'm hearing the hunters, but not the activators. This sounds like the return. From Ontario, Canada. So I'm not hearing the activators there. Move on. This is kind of how yesterday started. I wasn't hearing anything at all on 20 meters, maybe one station. Then when I got out to the park, the signals were fading in and out on 20 meters. And I noticed there were 40 or 50 spots on 40 meters. So I dropped down to 40 meters and started making a bunch of contacts there. I have one activation from yesterday that's going to be all 40 meters because 20 meters propagation wasn't there. And I don't check the SFI or anything like that until after I'm done, because you never know what you're going to hear when you flip the dial here. Not hearing anything again on 20 meters, or the signals are very faint, but there are several spots here. Alright, we're going up into the sideband. Nothing heard on CW. I was barely hearing that. There's a dit again. Alright, nothing on 20 meters. Let's go sideband. It's in Texas, probably too close. Indiana's got some chirping. Chirping up above. Oh, sorry about that. Randy from Indiana. Well, if you want to let them know your QRPs, you can. Oh, that's, what is that? That's SSTV. If you want to let them know your QRP, you can, when you spot yourself, make a comment. But of course, they're going to delete that comment. So you have to keep your eye on it. The other option is you can spot yourself as ND9G/QRP, but then some of the people will try to log it with the /QRP. But you have the option. You can just tell them not to log it with the QRP. But yeah, it would be nice if there was a way to do that. Yeah. I like to see those. Some people will be at 5 or 6 parks and they'll put it in the comment there, and then as soon as they make one contact, they wipe it out. Sounds like a rag chew.
Yeah, what's your state, please? You're in Waterloo County, Ontario.
Randall, did you do any POTA yesterday? Around, I would say, 6 Central.
Okay, so that's
I wasn't getting anything on 20 meters at all. I dropped down to 40 meters and made several contacts. Let's see here. Logbooks. It was the 19th, I believe. No. It was POTA on the 19th, that one. So all of these I made on 40 meters. They were mostly CW and a few sideband. And I looked at the muff, and it was like 12 out west and on the west coast, and it was like 18
CQ Ontario, QSO
on the east coast.
Echo 3, Uncle Mike. Victor Echo 3, Uncle Mike.
Victor Echo 3, Uncle Mike. And when I went back and looked at my map here,
Alpha 0, ending on November,
I saw that all my contacts were going out to the east. So something weird was going on with the propagation yesterday.
Oscar Sierra November, OSN. KA0 OSN, you're 59 Waterloo County, Whiskey Alpha Tango.
Alright, it's got that. And I missed his call sign. I got to go back and put it back in. And I popped out the chat,
Much appreciate that. 7-3.
which is there. Yeah, I was there before the 00. I was there at like 6 Central, and I just rolled over to the next day and did another one. Made 16 contacts. I might go back for an hour this afternoon and add to that if I can.
I missed again your suffix again.
This is the Ontario QSO party, I believe he said.
Oh, it's Mike Alpha Hotel, QSL. Again, please.
I couldn't get out on 20, but 40 appeared to be wide open.
Last letter.
And I don't normally
Okay. Mike Alpha,
take my 40 meter antenna, but I just happen to have my, what do you call it, that 4-to-1 unun that I attached to a 20 and a half foot cable, and it'll do 40 meters with a tuner.
Have a great weekend.
See if I can get this guy this time.
Victor Echo 7, Charlie Victoria, and you're 59 into Waterloo County, Whiskey Alpha Tango. Yep, thank you for Bravo Charlie. The band is starting to open up, or maybe people are waking up. What do you think it is?
14,235.
Yeah, take care. 7-3. Victor Echo 3, Lima, Radio Lima.
Somebody jumped in before me, of course. was out at my local park, Cedar Hill State Park. As soon as I drove in, there's signs there for one of the local radio groups.
Okay, the QRP station again, please.
It was the Irving Radio Club.
My brain went out of gear.
And I knew that if I got too close to them, I would cause interference. So I went to the far south side of the park, and we didn't seem to interfere with each other. I actually got a park-to-park with one of them. It sounded like they invited some other people out, because the lady that I was making the contact with was just kind of taking orders for somebody else. So she got her chance to get on and make a contact.
I was only down there once. My wife and I took a drive down that way. So nice country down there. 7-3.
All right, let's try it again. Hey, Randall, how's the audio on the radio, by the way?
Cambridge, Ontario,
I've been playing around with these audio settings. I think I finally got most of them corrected. Found that there was some type of monitor for my internal microphone that was recording at the same time. So whenever I played something from the desktop, it would echo. So I had to disable the audio on my internal sound card. Well, disable it in the audio mixer. The wind here is 18. Yeah, we had rain all day yesterday till about 4 p.m. Central. After that, the wind just died down. So when that wind died down, I took my mast out and put it up, and there was no wind at all after about 4 p.m. All right, I'm going to try to turn this audio up on.
Thank you for that helping hand there. HAM. So, yeah, 7-3, and thanks for the other station. This is the 3UM. This is Victor Echo 3, United Mexico.
What? That wasn't the one that called CQ earlier. You said Victor Echo 3, United Mexico.
Which QSO party are you in? Ontario QSO party. Ontario QSO party. What's your call sign? Okay, I may have worked you. Let me look. Just give me your call sign. I'll tell you. Whiskey Zero Mike Bravo. Whiskey Zero Mike Bravo, and you have not worked me. Whiskey Zero Mike Bravo. You're 5-9 Waterloo County. Whiskey Alpha Tango. Okay, I got to change.
He said Waterloo County. The other guy.
QSL.
I don't know who I'm talking to right now.
Victor Echo 3, United Mexico. Victor Echo 3, Uncle Mike. Okay, and your
all right, this one's Victor Echo 3, United Mike.
Waterloo County, Whiskey Alpha Tango. Okay, Whiskey Alpha Tango.
Yeah, I've been trying to get KA5TXN. I got him on
Thank you for Mike
Ham Alert, but I can never reach him.
Great weekend.
Thinks because he's in Texas, we're too close.
Yep, 7-3.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
Station we just did there again, please. You're not that strong with me. Oscar Tango Lima, I think at the end. Again at the beginning.
All right, sounds like you didn't hear me if the other station was kind of low.
One more time.
I will try him again to see.
Well, I got the Alpha Tango Lima, but they don't have the front part. So let's.
Yeah, CKA5TXN I think it's like Ditwit or something like that on YouTube, but I can never reach him at all.
I'm sorry, I can't copy that. So maybe in a bit. Thanks for trying. The Uncle Mike.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
TQ Ontario QSO Party. Victor
Yeah,
Echo
he's not
3,
hearing me.
Uncle Mike. Victor Echo 3, Uncle Mike.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5 again.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango. You're 5-9, Whiskey Alpha Tango.
Roger, you are 5-7 in Texas.
Yeah, thank you for Texas and the 5-7. Have a great weekend.
73, and thank you.
QRZ Ontario QSO Party. Victor Echo 3, United Mexico.
All right, that was Ontario QSO Party.
Kilowatt 5, Alpha Fox Mike. You're 5-9,
Yeah,
Whiskey Alpha
KQ3Q. Lydia,
Tango.
I like her call sign because it sounds good when you do CQ. KA5TXN is on 10-110. Let's see if I can hear him at least. 10-110 CW. Not hearing it. Yeah, I like Liddy's call sign because it's KQ3Q. Sounds like this. It's kind of catchy and easy to remember. I probably got to turn my monitor back up. Let's try it now. Yeah, that's Liddy's call, KQ3Q. And it usually, when she spots, it says she's usually at 20-something words a minute, but it doesn't sound like 20 words a minute. So it's easy to make contacts with her. All right, what did we do? 14-235.
CQ Ontario QSO Party.
All right, so let's look here.
United Mexico.
239, maybe? Somebody's on 239 in Colorado, 240 in Georgia.
QSL 7946, thanks for the call, and you have a great activation out there yourself.
Sounds like a Georgia accent.
73, November 4th, Sierra Foxtrot uniform for parts on the air, calling the CQ20 and listen.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
I got an Alpha Sugar, I think, come again.
Somebody's call sign is Alpha Sugar at the end. That spells
ASS.
ASS.
5959 into US 2182 Golf Alpha. I love the call sign too, by the way. Whiskey 5 Alpha Sugar. November 4th, Sierra Foxtrot uniform 73.
And QRZ.
QRZ, November 4th, Sierra Foxtrot uniform.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
There was so much that time it just rattled the speaker. This is November 4th, Sierra Foxtrot uniform for Georgia Parks on the air at US 2182 QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
I got November Foxtrot 2 Quebec. You were 5959 into US 2182 QSL.
14046. See if I can hear it. Give it a listen, not hearing it yet. I can usually hear Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and then out west, Arizona and New Mexico. Those are the strongest states that I normally get. Not hearing 4-6.
Addison, New Jersey, you have a great day
240?
and appreciate the contact. And for SFU 73. November 4th, Sierra Foxtrot uniform parts on the air. I'm at US 2182 QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. Yeah, I'm in Texas.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Oscar.
Sounds like this one can't hear me, so I'll move on. Yeah, I skip over the states that are right near me, Louisiana, Mississippi, but then after that, I can usually make them out.
The November Echo station, come again?
Let's give him a little more power, see if he can get it.
November Echo, you're 5-9 into US 2182. QSL, thank you for the 5-5 into Texas. You have a great afternoon. Don't guess it's quite afternoon there yet. But thanks for the contact, 73. Part to part, stand by 1 minute, please.
All right.
All right, part to part, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to hear those QRP stations. Even when I activate, sometimes I'll hear them say, if I can hear them say QRP, I will pick them up. But I won't just pause and say any QRP stations. I just go on with what I hear.
Thanks for the contact. Hope you're having a great activation.
Now he's got a part-to-part standing by in Georgia.
Kilo Delta 3, Charlie Papa, you're 5-9 into US 2182.
Looks like he forgot about the part-to-part.
QSL, thanks for Central Maryland. Hope you're having a great afternoon up there. November 4th, Sierra Fox 72.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. You are 5-9, 59 into Golf Alpha, US 2182.
Roger that. You're a 5-9 in North Texas, right outside of Dallas.
QSL, thank you for the 5-9 in North Texas. Hope you're having a great day so far. And appreciate the contact, 73.
73, and thank you. That's not it. I clicked on the wrong one. He was on 240. That one. 5959. There's the park. I put the park in the comments just for my reference. POTA. All right. 14240. So that's contact number 1. 240. That was Missouri. 47 is Texas. I normally can't hear stations in Texas. Yeah, I tried it with, but I couldn't hear him. I normally can't hear other stations in Texas, but I will occasionally hear stations in Arkansas, which is one state over. So it just kind of depends. You never know until you try. Somebody above 259. All right, somebody spotted on 259. There's a DX station on 260. Then I hear something up above. I can barely hear that one. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango. Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, are you in Ontario or Quebec?
Negative. I'm in Texas.
The stations in Ontario and Quebec for the future parties there, or are you in another state having a future party today?
Negative. I didn't hear you calling for specific provinces. Sorry about that. She's calling for stations in Canada during the QSO party. 263. So I will move on. Yeah, I normally do 40 watts CW. And I do 50 watts sideband when I'm out at the parks doing activations. Barely hearing something in Missouri. 245. I've got him about a 5.5.
Excuse me, Missouri.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Victor Mike Tango. Waiting to see if he's going to give me a CQ or if he just wants us to jump in.
Come on. Whiskey 4, Bravo Tango Juliet. You're a 5-9 today into US Park 12415. QSL.
QSL, well, you're 5-5 with me here on the Gulf in South Florida.
Roger that, sir. Thank you so much for hunting today. 73.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Whiskey Tango, go ahead.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
You are a 5-9 into US Park 12415 today into Missouri.
Roger that. I have you at a 5.7 in North Texas, right outside of Dallas.
Roger, 5-7 in North Texas. Thank you for hunting today, sir. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
73. I try to mention Dallas because it's a bigger city. I live right outside of Dallas, maybe 2 miles, in a small city called Lancaster. If you say Lancaster, people aren't really that impressed. But if you say Dallas, that impresses them. Let's go 243. I hear a low QRZ there. I can't tell what that is. I got about a S4 of noise this morning. Running off the Palomar Infed, the Bullet. I can't hear that guy. 247. Another Texas station, which I can't hear. Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. Station in Tennessee.
Come again.
I'm going to try that one on the next go round. I think I have that antenna in my favorites somewhere. Oh, Randall, would you happen to have a 891? I found a little keypad that works great with it. There's the bullet, the Palomar bullet. I'm running this Palomar bullet infed antenna. It's a 71-foot cable, but I have a small backyard. So I got it going up to a 20-foot pole. Then it comes down to a shed that's about 15 feet. And it takes off at an angle because I don't have a lot of room. And it winds up to be about 71 feet. And it seems to work pretty good. You just have to use a tuner with it. That 250 is too low. My DNR's not really picking up that noise. Alright, I'm going to move on since that one's kind of low. Go up to Kansas. South Carolina. 9 minutes ago in South Carolina. That's going to be below. Bring that volume back down. Sounds like they're in a tunnel. That's just a bunch of noise, it sounds like. There's somebody on 260, but you can hear them on 259. Noise in 272. And you can barely hear them. Spotted on 275 in Florida. Not here in Florida.
Stephen, have a great day. 7-3. Alright, Helix Spec 4, Sierra X-Ray Whiskey. Do I have any parks out there?
There's one that I can hear. But he's asking for...
Already, nothing heard. Try to spread them out for me if you can. Helix Spec 4, Sierra X-Ray Whiskey, Georgia.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Okay, sadly I only got 2 of them out of that. There were probably about 4 or 5 of you out there, but it sounded like I had a Charlie 3. Let's start with the Charlie 3 call.
Alright, we'll try this Florida station, Paynes Creek
Hello,
State
Charlie
Park.
3, Whiskey Mike Tango, this is Tim. Good to hear you again, my friend. 5 and 7 with me in Florida.
Doug out in Florida.
Copy, 57 into Eastern PA. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you. Have a great day. 7-3. All right, there was a Quebec call. A call with Quebec out there. Come back. That was the one there, Mr. Tom. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. I've got you coming in at about a 5 and 7 with me here in Florida.
I can hear the activator, but I can't hear the hunter too well.
Roger that there, Tom. No problem at all. Happy to provide. The call is Kilo Quebec 4, Sierra X-Ray Whiskey, Sugar X-Ray Whiskey. Operator name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. And you are talking to me in park number US 3646 Main Street State Park in Florida, QSL.
I thought somewhere in the class that we took, or the test that we took, it says you're supposed to wait till you hear the call sign before you call back in. So he's calling in and asking, what's your call sign? And he's holding a long conversation.
QSL, you got it all, man. Doing a great job with pen and paper. You have a blessed day, my friend. Thanks for the call from West Virginia. Have a good one. 7-3.
He's still talking. The hunter is still talking.
You as well, Thomas. Okay, hang in there, United Radio. I'm getting to you. There's another guy coming out of West Virginia. So K9UR, come on back. Yeah, K9UR, good afternoon, 5 and 7, 57 in Indiana today. My name is Joe. Go ahead. Copy that 5 and 7 there in Indiana there, Mr. Joe. Well, I'm going to have to give you a 5-9 plus about 15 back this way in Florida. You are booming in here into Florida, just outside Tampa, QSL. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thanks for doing this down there, Joe. Good to hear you again. You'll have fun today.
Ah, he's fading out. Darn it. Signal's trying to fade on me and I can't hear him. He's fading off into my noise. I have to put some IPO on him.
Stand by for me 1 second. Let me get the Kilo Delta Zero call.
Alright, I'm not going to wait for your pileup.
Alright, I got you, Jeff.
I'm going to move on to the next one. Great Britain is spotted, but I can't hear him.
Result.
292 has two stations, Pennsylvania and Florida. It's very faint though. I can hear the hunters, but I can't hear the activator. New Mexico. I think I'm going to leave that IPO on. I hear something above 303.
Are you on frequency? Norway 6 Japan Whiskey, checking anyone else ahead of the Ellicroft net?
Oh, it's the Ellicraft net on 14303.5.
Whiskey Bravo 7, Sierra Kilo Kilo. Thank you very much. I think it's Mike. Thank you for bringing me back to me. I wonder how things are going. Amanda's noisy. Somebody up 50 hertz from us. But anyway,
All right, 14303.
Thank you for calling. Whiskey Bravo 7 Sierra Kilo Kilo. I believe it's Mike at Norway 6 at Japan Whiskey.
Sounded like he said he was taking general check-ins. Let me listen and see. But he's taking too long, of course.
Oh, very good. Fine. That was what was missing was the state, so you're in Texas. Okay, very good, Mike. And you're running a K38912, correct?
Oh, I guess you have to have an Elecraft to check in.
Oh, very nice.
To check into the Elecraft. What was that? Dinosaur Valley State Park. Oh, that's here in Texas. That's why it looked familiar. 14326. France station that I am not hearing. Colorado. Colorado, I hear the hunters, but not the activator. Another Florida.
1435 Pennsylvania. Hey, thanks for your patience and enjoy your activation, 73. Have a great activation, 73. All right, this is Kilo 4 Juliet Charlie Parks on the air. QRZ.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Okay, who is ending Victor, please?
Ending Tango?
Victor?
Okay, I'll go.
Kilo Golf 5, Romeo Sierra Victor. Charles, I've got you 5 and 8 at US 6326.
This one's just over 5.7 from Florida, but
Okay, thank
I can
you
hear
for
it loud and clear.
Have a good weekend, 73. Kilo 4 Juliet Charlie Parks on the air.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Park. Okay, who's ending Tango, please?
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Mike Tango, Timothy, you're 5'9" at US 6326.
I said Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
All right, thanks for Pennsylvania. Have a great weekend, 73. Kilo 4, Juliet Charlie Parks on the air.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Okay, ending Foxtrot Whiskey, please.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Foxtrot.
That might be another one that needs a little more power.
Foxtrot Whiskey, good afternoon. 5 and 7 at US 6326 in Florida.
Let's see if I can get him with 86 watts.
Thank you so much for being out there. Have a great activation, 73.
And thank you for hunting. You have a great weekend, 73. Kilo 4 Juliet Charlie Parks on the air.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Okay, the Park standby. Who is the Whiskey 3 Bravo?
I am the Park to Park. Whiskey 3, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, Park to Park.
That worked for me. Whiskey 3 Bravo, Alpha, Yankee. I've got you 5'9" at US 6326 in Florida.
Almost at the end of the 20-meter round.
US 1581, 1581 in Maryland.
Okay, got the 5'5" from US 1581 in Maryland. And thanks for hunting. Enjoy your activation, 73.
Thank you, Vincent. Have a great day.
You as well. This is Kilo 4 Juliet Charlie Parks on the air.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Whiskey Tango.
Okay, who is the Charlie Mobile?
Alright, that one is not hearing me, definitely.
Whiskey 9 Kilo Echo Charlie Mobile. Good afternoon. 5 and 5.
I can hear him, but he can't hear me. Washington? It's kind of early for Washington. Oh, that's the 340 station. 345. And how do you turn that camera off? That one? There we go. We got one down here at 347 in Louisiana. Nothing heard. Alright, so that is our first pass of the 20 meter band. I heard nothing on CW. So I'll go back and check it really quick. I'm sure that's super loud for CW. 46. Not hearing anything on CW on 20 meters. There's one. That's W4LOO. It's a very weak signal, but I can barely make it out. Turn my brake cam back on. We're at 40 watts. Gonna wait for that signal to roll back around. And of course the signal's fading again. He's definitely on 525. He's called for the same call 3 times. Now there's the CQ. There's the answer. Five nine. Oh, 579. Florida. Good, thank you, Joe. Alright, that's the first CW that I can at least hear from W4LOO. He sent me a 579. So we're gonna save that. We got CW 40 watts. Alright, everything's there. We're gonna see if we can find some more CW. I didn't get the call sign there, so here we go. VA4ADM. Other call sign. We'll wait for it to come back. Well, I just I just did all of the CW frequencies like 20 minutes ago and I heard nothing. Come back and I've already picked up 2. I heard a dit. Another CQ with VA4ADM. And he's not hearing me. In Manitoba, I will give him one more try to see if I can get the CW station from Manitoba. And we're again hunting POTA. We've made 3 contacts. 20 meters is kind of up and down again. And if you're new for CW, sometimes I will find a strong signal like this and I'll just sit and listen and try to decode some of the signals that are coming in. And then keep an eye on the spot page because sometimes they will respot with their call signs. And you can kind of see if you're getting the right call sign. And wait for the dit. Somebody beat me to it again, so I'd assume that he can't hear me, or that there's a pileup with stronger signals. I will try one more time. When a ham says one more time, that could be 20 to 30 more times. He slowed down his speed. .569 or 599. I lost your signal there. Alright, I lost his signal altogether. I can hear it down in the noise. Checking all my settings, make sure I didn't click something. Yep, it's just gone. Signal faded completely away. POTA VA4ADM. Is that the one I just tried? Oh, that's Manitoba. That's the one that couldn't hear me. I just tried that one. I was supposed to be making a quick run through here. Yeah, I don't worry about the index or the sunspots. I just go out and try it just to see what I can do. Usually CW will get through and FT8 will get through, but I don't like taking my laptop out to do activations because I always have problems with the laptop. Cable doesn't work or something like that, so I just don't do it. What's the comment? He doesn't know the question mark. The question mark is... I guess I could turn that down some. Question mark would be... I used it a lot yesterday on 40 meter CW. I had like 20 stations trying to get me all at the same time, and they were all jumbled in, so I would get one character at a time, and then the pileup would go away and come right back. Well, it might be, you might be hearing the BK at the end, which means back to you. That's back to you. And sometimes they'll answer, they'll start off with a, and they'll start going. But the question mark is definitely... This is my, I started CW in 23 at 10 words a minute. And I started off just hunting POTA. And I worked my way up to 18 words a minute. I think I'm going to stay at 18 probably for the rest of the summer. Because I tried to go up to 20 and I couldn't do it. It was too hard to do the keying. So 18 words a minute for me is going to be probably my best. Georgia station is very low. I see a lot of stuff on my waterfall, but apparently they're not POTA stations. There may be some contest going on. Do I have 141181? Let's see if I can even send on that. 14. Okay, I can go up to 14150 on CW. It's right here. So if he will call CQ again. Darn it, my break-in's not on. I was doing that question mark and left my break-in on. That BK, back to you, back to you. sounds a lot better on lower sideband. Well, CW lower side. Let's see if I go upper side. Sounds about the same. But contact is a contact. Yeah, 74. I thought 72 was low power. I don't know what 74 is. And 9 QF. But he's very clear though. 14118. This one's doing sideband on 140. Now I can do 140, but I thought so would the QRO be like max power, the maximum he can go? What is this? 14. Yeah, I go up to 14150, but it says ready in data. It doesn't say phone, which this guy is on. Alright, so that's the 20-meter band. Let's see if any other bands have anything going. What the heck is that? Somebody tuning up? 10 meters for me this time of year is no good, but I check it anyway. I won't get a 10-meter signal back until October. All right, Randall, thanks for tuning in. I'll probably be at 2996, somewhere around 5 Central. I'm going to try to get some more contacts to add on and do the Monday activation all at the same time. Thank you again, Randall. Thanks for helping me with the sound too. We'll go and look at 10 meters, even though I normally don't hear anything. 10 meters is going to be dead until October for me here in Texas. That says a duplicate. Did I put that in twice? Yes, I put that in twice. I'm going to get rid of this one. As you can see, it's 5 minutes apart though. Maybe I talked to him twice and didn't notice it. Well, I will log it and no, I won't log it because it's got a question mark there. I can go back and watch the stream and see if I actually talked to him twice. I will do that. I'm gonna get in the habit of recording every time I do an activation so I can go back and check. I got a small voice recorder to do that, but I just gotta remember to keep that recorder charged. We got one on 12 meters. Nothing on 12. 15 meters. Not good for me. I haven't heard 15 meters for a few months now. Just here in Texas. KB9KHT. I know that from somewhere. Not getting the Illinois station either. So nothing on 17, 15, and 12. We'll go down to 40. Maybe it's like yesterday where everybody's down on 40. Oh, CW is loud on 40. About S2, S3 on the noise there. Not hearing anything though. I don't normally hear this in the daytime, but I started hearing it yesterday around 5 p.m. Central. So I go ahead and check it just to make sure. Alright, nothing heard on 40 meters. So we're going to go back. Well, did I check 17 meters? WC1D was on 14 meters, or 20 meters, sorry. 14 megahertz. Not hearing it now. 17 meters was dead for me yesterday out at the park also. Although I see some FT8 out to the right there. So the FT8 is there, but not the CW. 20 meters. So we're back to our fin 20 meters. N1 CCC. See that one in the Facebook group all the time. Tell you what, let me run to the restroom and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back from the break. Let's see if I can still hear N1 Charlie Charlie Charlie. I'm hearing one side of it. Says he's 462 miles away. Signal kind of faded on me. It was stronger. Again, the 20-meter signal is bouncing around. Waiting for another CQ from N1 Charlie Charlie Charlie. Daniel in Missouri. see, there's not a lot of traffic on the waterfall. So I'm guessing propagation is not good again today. But I made 5 contacts. Maybe 6 if I can get this one. Thank you. You sent WWT question mark. Does it have to be a 559? It'll be a 559 because I couldn't hear him too well. Dit means you're done. Let's go POTA. That. Everything else is there. Alright, we got 6 contacts. You can normally hear North Carolina. Well, North Carolina +1. They might be in the +1. Says it's QRP. I don't hear you, QRP. Very low down the noise. NJ 6J 04547. Alright, so I'm not hearing anything else on the bands here. I'm getting the same type of pattern. Most everything is going east for me. East and northeast. Nothing out northwest and west. I've seen that same pattern for like the last 3 days, I believe. Check my ham alerts here. K8NEE is on 14267. But I am not hearing you on 14267. See a strong signal out to the right. It looks like a digital type signal.
Whiskey Echo calling CQ Ricky Roundup.
CQ what?
CQ Ricky Roundup. This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Uniform Whiskey Echo calling CQ Ricky Roundup.
Alright, he's calling Rookie Roundup. To some type of contest, I would assume. Go over and look up the contest. Let's see. It is Texas State Parks on the Air weekend. I've already done that. He's saying something about a rookie roundup. There it is, the ARRL rookie roundup. The contact is the name, the year license, and the state. It's a lot of
Kilo
stuff.
Juliet Zero November Echo
So
Sierra.
let's go.
Kilo Juliet Zero station again.
Kilo
Name,
Juliet Zero November
2-digit
Echo
year,
Sierra.
22, and the state.
QSL, name here is Casey, Charlie Alpha Sierra Echo Yankee. My chest is 24. State Foxtrot Lima, QSL.
And your state again?
Foxtrot Lima, Florida.
Confirm on the end is Alan Alpha Lima Alpha November. My check is 25, and my state is Nebraska November Echo QSL.
Thank you. I copy Alan 25 November Echo QSL.
QSL.
Have fun for 73.
73, thanks for the contact there. This is Kilo Foxtrot Zero Uniform Whiskey Echo calling CQ20 for Roundup, Whiskey Roundup.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. Signal faded. The signal always fades when I call, and then once I finish the QSO, the signal comes back. I'm going to wait for his signal to come back around. See if I can pick it up. Let me write that down. It says Rookie Roundup.
Kilo 3 Alpha Tango Alpha.
I can hear Kilo 3 Alpha Tango Alpha.
QSL, you are 5.
Finishing up the POTA hunt. Just found this on the waterfall. There's an even larger signal out to the right of this.
Steve, Sierra Tango, Echo, Victor, Echo. One more time with that.
And you can hear the signal's a lot clearer. It came back around.
Tango, Echo.
So I need them to finish.
Victor, Echo.
The signal's fading. I might not get
Can
him.
you come back with that, please? Yeah, Kilo 3 Alpha Tango Alpha. I am licensed.
What year are you licensed?
No copy on that. No copy on that.
Yeah, the signal's fading for him too.
Yes, I am licensed. Roger, I am licensed. Kilowatt 3 Alpha Tango Alpha. QSL, Steve, Sierra Tango, Echo, Victor Tango, Echo, in Maryland, Mike Delta.
He's asking for the year that you were licensed.
The year I was licensed, I got my general last year.
So he responded to the CQ call, but he's not aware of the contest, so he doesn't know the exchange. And since I'm such a helpful guy, I was willing to give him the extra information. Maybe the guy is still listening, Steve. Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango. He heard Kilo Delta 2. It's not what I said. I'm going to give this, of course, one more try. The rookie roundup goes on all day. But I'll probably be out at the park when it ends. Yeah, it ends at 23:59. But those would be legitimate contacts. If you were out at the state park and they were calling for the rookie roundup, you could make those contacts and they still count towards your POTA contacts. And he's faded away completely. So I'm not going to worry about it. I will move on. Yeah, that was a digital signal. That was out to the rest.
59 Echo Sugar X-ray.
Echo Sugar X-ray, where is that?
Yeah, thank you. You have a good day. 7-3. TQ, Ontario QSL party. Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta.
Is he calling for only Canada stations?
There is Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta. VE 3, Golf Delta.
Remember the other lady
Ontario QSL party
only wanted
Victor
Canada.
Echo 3, Golf Delta. Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta.
Let's look up the Ontario
November 2, Papa
QSL
Charlie,
party.
59 Echo Sierra X-ray.
Alright, that was a November 2 station, so he's taken anyone.
Thank you. 7-3, Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta.
Ontario, the exchange, RST plus state.
TQ contest, TQ Ontario QSL party from Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta. Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey, Whiskey Tango, you're 5-9, Echo Sierra X-ray.
Roger, you are 5-9 in Texas.
Is that Tango X-ray?
Roger, Tango, X-ray.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good day. 7-3. Victor Echo 3, Golf
I forgot to say Tango X-ray. I just said Texas. And he didn't understand my thick Texas accent. The Ontario QSO party. And we will save that. Before I go, I just want to check my signal strength on CW for 20 meters. So I'm going to pull up the reverse beacon network. It's already looking for my call sign on 20 meters. I'm going to pull up my hammers alert. If I can get it in the right spot here. And I'm going to call CQ on 140333. There's nothing there right now, even on the waterfall. So I will send a QRL. I have to turn my break-in back on, of course. QRL is the frequency in use, basically. If someone responds with anything at all, I know that the frequency is in use. Now, what is this TI7W? Oh, that's from 12 hours ago, so that's fine. And then I will call CQ. See Whiskey 3 Delta Foxtrot on 17 meters with a 23 dB signal. I didn't hear anything on 17 meters earlier. So I sent out one CQ. Nothing there. I want to do it again. Alright, there's the second one. Here's that N1 CCC that I saw earlier. It's being spotted on the reverse beacon. There I am being spotted with 8 and 9 dB, which isn't bad, but it isn't good. I wish it was a lot higher. 28028.4 with a 33 dB signal. Let's switch over there and see if we can hear it. What did I say? 28028.4 CW. And of course, I'm not hearing it. I've got this reverse, well, I've got this DX cluster set up so that it shows me only my call sign being heard or anything being heard in any Texas station. I think it's show DX filter. Yeah, so my filter is if the spotter state is Texas or if it's my call sign. I want to see it here because it's not really going to help me to see spots in New York because I might not be able to hear those. So I've been spotted 2 times. I'm going to send one more CQ. And I have my hammers set up so that if the reverse beacon sees me, it puts it here. But I've got it set for just once an hour. So I will see multiple spots down here on the DX spots. But I only see 1 per hour for each call sign up here for my ham alerts. I didn't get a 3rd spot. So of course you know what one more time means. That's because I'm on the wrong frequency. I'm on 28028.4. That's the wrong frequency. I was on 14043.3 right there. It would help if I set on the right frequency. Alright, so no one's coming back to me, so I can turn that volume off. Alright, so you can see here I got spotted twice. Once at 18, once at 19 words a minute. I'm set for 18 words a minute. The one signal was 9 dB, the other was 8. So KD7, I'm assuming, is over here. I think you can put, yeah, KD7. So going out west, I've got a 9 dB signal, and going out east, I've got an 8 dB. And that's on 20 meters. So getting ready for more POTA today, it's probably going to be just like it was yesterday, where the signal was up and down. And I'll probably have to work some more 40 meter CW. But whatever's there, I'll do. And I finished hunting. I don't see anything new here. Do I? Sometimes I'll just go to the spot page over and over again. Like WC1D is responding now. Tomoka State Park. I don't know which side I'm hearing though. That's WC1D. There's the CQ. We said WT question mark. Signal faded away. I sent a 529. I can barely hear it in the noise. And since I couldn't hear the report that he sent to me, I of course assume it's 599. But the signal is faded completely away. Let's take a look at what your so-called settings are. Your SFI is at 106, sunspots 35, which is kind of low, really low. The A is 33, which is a problem. The K is 2. But you never know until you go out there and try it. So go out and do some POTA. It is Texas. What is it? Let me find out what it is so I can say it right. It is Texas State Parks on the Air weekend. So go out and make some contacts. They give you a nice little award if you go out and do that. It looks like this. It's a PDF file. You can print it out and show all your friends. So I'm going to be done for the day. I'll be out at the park later. Call sign is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Tango. Just look for me. I'll be at Cedar Hill State Park, US 2996. 73, and thank you for watching.